The rule of law and public accountability are values that are fundamental to our constitutional order. Also, our Constitution promises all of us that we are all equal before the law. This is a principle of our Constitution that is fundamental to a society that is built upon the rule of law, and it is one that goes to the foundations of our constitutional order. Mr. Zuma could not, it would seem, have been under any confusion about the need to request my permission on Tuesday, because on Tuesday, through his counsel, he did request my permission in order not to be in attendance on Wednesday. On Thursday, before he left, the head of the Commission's legal team had made it clear that as long as the summons stood, it was binding and it was not up to him to excuse himself. Nevertheless, Mr. Zuma did excuse himself. His conduct may send a message to all other witnesses who might not be comfortable to come and answer questions in this commission, that it is the right thing to do for a witness who has been summoned to decide to excuse himself, and that witnesses who have been summoned can come and go as they please before the commission. If that were to happen, this commission would not be able to operate. It is therefore quite important for the proper functioning of this commission that Mr. Zuma's conduct be dealt with in a manner in which our law provides it should be dealt with. This commission is very clear about what should happen arising out of the events of Thursday. And it remains determined to carry out its functions in accordance with the law and the Constitution. Given the seriousness of Mr. Zuma's conduct and the impact that his conduct may have on the work of the Commission, and the need to ensure that we give effect to the constitutional provisions that everyone is equal before the law, I have decided to request the Secretary of the Commission to lay a criminal complaint with the South African Police against Mr. Zuma, so that the police can investigate his conduct, and in this regard, the Secretary would make available to the police all information relevant, as well as make information available to the National Prosecuting Authority. Most of the evidence is available because the proceedings of this commission were live on television, and exactly what happened from the time I began to deliver my ruling up to the time I adjourned the proceedings would be available. Apart from that, the Commission is going to take certain steps. One, I am going to determine other dates when Mr. Zuma must appear before this Commission. Two, the Secretary will issue a summons to be served on Mr. Zuma to appear before this Commission during those dates. Three, that summons will be served on Mr. Zuma. Four, the Secretary of the Commission will make an application to the Constitutional Court on an urgent basis for the Constitutional Court to issue an order that will compel Mr. Zuma to appear before the Commission in accordance with the summons that will be issued. In other words, to comply with the summons. And when he attends the proceedings of the Commission in compliance with the summons, not to leave the proceedings without my permission. The order that will also be sought will include an order compelling Mr. Zuma to comply with directives that I've issued in terms of Regulation 10.6 of the regulations of this Commission, which were promulgated by Mr. Zuma when he was still president, which require him to furnish certain affidavits to the Commission. That is what is going to be done. This Commission is quite clear about the steps that will be taken, and those steps will be taken as a matter of urgency.